This right here is a super simple creeper farm that you can build an extremely early game and that has decent rates. So this right here will get you about 300 gunpowder an hour, and I'm going to show you guys how you can make more modules of this and put it all together so that you can get 2,200 gunpowder an hour, or even more, depending on how many modules you make. So the way this works is you have someone AFKing way up in the air up there, and then you have spawnable spaces down here. So you can see the creepers in there. You also need to get cats in here. Now the cats will scare the creepers into the middle down here. You put carpets down so that no spiders will spawn, only the creepers will spawn. You also put trapdoors on the roof so only the creepers will spawn. And then all of the creepers will get scared and then run into the middle here, go down into these campfires, which are on top of hoppers, and then all the drops will go into this chest down below and you'll get all this gunpowder. It doesn't really matter where you put this farm. I would just suggest not putting it around any mountains like that because they can mess up your spawning rates. And I'm going to show you guys how you can set up an AFK area in the sky so you don't actually have to spawn proof any of the caves below the farm. Which is really nice because I know a lot of people had issues in the past with the rates on their mob farms, and that's because they were getting other mobs spawning in, which are making the rates a lot worse. I'll go ahead and put the materials list on the screen right now, and the materials list will also be down in the description. And if I have any updates to this farm at all, I'm going to go ahead and put those in the pinned comment, so check that as well to see if there's been any updates. So the first thing we want to do is put down a double chest just like that. Let's go ahead and put a hopper that looks like that. And then we're going to make a weird looking plus shape with the hoppers, and it's going to look something like that. So put all the hoppers in place in a formation that looks like this. Now we have all the hoppers in place. We're going to put campfires on all the hoppers on the outside just like that. We're putting the campfires there because the campfires will actually hurt the creepers and eventually kill them, and it is more efficient than using lava because lava will burn up some of the drops. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a special shape around these campfires. We're literally just going to encase all the campfires with the cobblestone like this. So once we have all the campfires encased with our building blocks, which I'm using cobblestone, what we're going to do is we're going to pillar up 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to bring all of this cobblestone up to that point in the air. Now that we're up at this height, we're actually going to remove these 4 in the middle, and we are going to put slabs right there. That's going to prevent mob spawning later on. Now what we're going to do is count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the 7th spot is where we're going to start building our back wall. And this back wall needs to be 8 long, which means it's going to be 4 on each side. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on this side, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we have this back wall 8 long, we're going to do 3 diagonal. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. And then we're also going to put, this is now the new back wall. So there's 3 in the middle and then the back wall. Okay. So there's the back wall there, 3 back wall. And then this one's going to be 8 long as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're just going to keep doing this whole pattern around until we make this a big circle shape. Now that we have the whole circle and the inside done, what we're going to do is fill in the bottom area here. So all of this is going to be spawnable space. Okay, so now the circle's all done, and the reason why we were using slabs was just to save blocks. You can actually use full blocks here if you want. You're just going to use a lot more resources. But now that we have all this in, we're going to go ahead and put walls too high all the way around the farm. And I'm going to have to put temporary blocks on the corner like this to put in all of the corners just to make sure that I can actually get all those in place. And then we're going to take those out just like that. But we're going to put this wall too high all the way around the outside. Okay, so now this is where all the creepers are going to spawn. Now, we do actually need to break up these rooms, otherwise the creepers could just end up running around in circles in here, being scared of the cats. So to do that, we're going to put down cobblestone pillars, or just building block pillars that divide up each of these separate rooms, just like this. And we're going to do that in all 4 of the diagonals here. Okay, once we have the diagonals in place, what we're going to do is in the middle, right there, we're going to put down trapdoors. Now, you could use carpets here, but the problem with using carpets is that these is where the cats are going to sit. And if you have trapdoors there and trapdoors there, the creepers won't be able to get in there. But if you use carpets down here and trapdoors on the top, the creepers will be able to get in there, and they're going to push the cat around, which is actually going to break the farm. So you do actually need to put these trapdoors down here and not use carpet. We're also going to put carpet in these exact places in all 4 of the quadrants here. And this is going to prevent any spiders from spawning. Spiders need a 3x3 area to spawn, so we're going to make it so that there is no 3x3 areas without the carpet on the ground. And that's going to make sure that no spiders spawn. So now we're going to do this to all 4 quadrants. Okay, so now that we have the trapdoors and the carpet down, it is now time to go get a cat. So what we're going to do is we're going to go steal a cat from the village right over here. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I got this lucky. There just happens to be 4 cats just sitting around in this village that I can come over here, throw some cod at, and tame. Now, if I was in survival, they'd be running away from me, so this may be the hardest part of the whole farm. Yeah, in fact, cats are actually really hard to find and then tame, but you are going to have to tame at least 2, but then you can have those 2 breed and make little baby cats, and then you can use those to get the other 2, because you need 4 for the farm. Okay, so I actually put myself in survival for this part so I can show you guys how to do this, but we're gonna take all 4 of our tamed cats. They need to be tamed cats, so you need to feed the fish to them. And then we're gonna go back over to the farm over here. They'll follow you, and if you get too far away, they'll actually teleport if there's not anything in the way or they're not trapped. So don't worry about running and getting ahead of them because they will just teleport to you. Once we get to the farm, we can just pillar straight up to it, and then we can run around in the farm until the cats actually teleport up to us here. So let's see if I run around enough in here, if I can get the cats to teleport. There's 1, make him sit in here. And now I'm just gonna run around until the other 4 teleport up here to me. Now I have all 4 of the cats in their quadrants, which is very good. And now all we need to do is come down here and push them onto their trapdoors in the back here. I actually fell into the campfires once, so if you guys don't want to fall into the campfires, you can temporarily just clog up this hole right here so you don't accidentally fall in. And you want to try and get the cats as close to the middle of these trapdoors as possible. Now that we have the cats in place, what we're going to do is we're going to put trapdoors all the way along the top of this room in here. And it has to be the top half of this second block right here. And then we're just going to cover the whole top of this area. Now that we have the trapdoor roof in, what we're going to do is we're going to take out those temporary blocks right here that we're covering the campfire, and we're going to put in trapdoors here. And this is so that the creepers will think that they can walk across that, but then they'll really just fall down into the campfires down below. Then we're also going to put trapdoors facing this way on that side like that. Now this one's tricky. You need to jump and press shift and then put trapdoor there and a trapdoor there. And open those up so that the creepers will fall down and they won't be able to get over here. And then we need the 2 on this side as well. 1 there and 1 there. Open those up. So now we need to kind of parkour our way out of here and make sure you shut all the trap doors when you're done. And now what we're going to do is we're literally just going to slab off the roof to prevent the light from getting in there, and also from preventing any mobs from spawning on top of the roof here. Now that we have the roof on the build, creepers will spawn inside of here, but until we AFK in the air, the rates are going to be horrible. Now we need to make the AFK area in the sky, so we want to come somewhere near the middle of the farm, and then we're going to pillar up 117 blocks from where we're at right now. So if you can see my coordinates right here, it says that we're at Y level 79, So if we add 117 to that, that's going to be 196. The easiest way to do this is with scaffolding, but if you don't have scaffolding, you can literally just pillar up like this and go all the way up to that height. So let's break this until we're at Y196. This right here is going to be the perfect height. So now that we're at Y196, this is going to be the perfect height. So now we're just going to put down some slabs, just something that's not going to spawn mobs up here. And now this is going to be our AFK area. Now you can make the AFK area nicer if you want, but let's just do this for the sake of this video. Now, as you can see, the creepers are spawning down here, and now they are going down and dying. Now, if you did want to add more modules to this, instead of putting down these slabs, what you would do is you would put full blocks, and then this would be the new floor for the next level, and you would build up the farm exactly the same. So you would build up the walls right here. To high, all of this would be this level right here so that the creepers would spawn, and then you would just put the trapdoors on top, and then you'd get more cats in here. And then you would break out all the areas where the creepers fall down and then set up the trapdoors. And then you can make as many modules as you want. You can build this up super high and get amazing rates. But yeah, I'll leave that part up to you, and we'll just keep this farm how it is for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely check out the playlist that I have on the screen right now and subscribe so that you can see more videos like this one. Bye-bye!